What is up, guys? This is Tyler with Jabba's Dungeon Hub, and today I want to do something a little bit different, and that is to go over the new reveals for Star Wars The Black Series and the Vintage Collection a little bit from this previous fan stream on May the 1st. I should do more videos like this on the channel, but if you don't know or could tell, I collect the Black Series pretty heavily. That is my action figure line of choice for the most part. Like, I do have some Marvel Legends, some Vintage Collection items, NECA, but for the most part my collection is just Star Wars Black Series figures. And I feel like the line, if you know, you know, it goes through a lot of ups and downs. In reveals, we'll have a really awesome fan stream one month where there's super cool things revealed. Then the next month, it's literally just slop. Sometimes we get some in-betweeners. This past fan stream was golden, especially if you are a fan of the expanded universe, TV shows. Just if you're a hardcore Star Wars fan, there was something in this fan stream for you. So I just kind of wanted to go over those. I've got the pictures of the ones that I plan on either getting or really appreciate. Just to gloss over some really quick that I don't have photos for is the Vintage Collection Anakin Skywalker with Sebastian Shaw's face on like the old Ben body. Oh, AJ, don't knock over my drink. So that figure, I think it's cool. I don't have photos for that one in particular in this video, but if you wanted a concept of an old Anakin, if he stayed as a Jedi, I think that's a really nice figure. The Plo Koon Vintage Collection figure is trash. Like, he doesn't even have a Jedi robe on underneath his outer robe. So you take that off, he's just wearing like a weird tunic thing. It looks really bad. The Geonosian 4-pack, if you backed the past TVC HasLab, you'll definitely want to have that in your collection. Bodhi from Rogue One, I think he was the last figure the Vintage Collection needed from the Rogue One crew, so that's cool. And then Luke for Vintage Collection, that was released, or excuse me, announced. If you wanted the Heir to the Empire figures in TBC form, now you have Luke. So TBC, I would say, kind of got, I'm not gonna say shafted, but definitely didn't hit as hard. The other releases I'm not so excited for. I'm just gonna rattle them off. For the two new mini helmets in the Black Series, the Vader and Rex. Rex is missing paint on the back half of the helmet, so it really doesn't make sense. And then the Vader helmet is marketed as a New Hope, but it's actually the sculpt from Kenobi. So, I mean, those are fine. I think display pieces, if you want like something at your office table, or you want to gift to someone who's maybe not like a super big collector but is a Star Wars fan at least, I think it's a good like entry level little knick-knack collector item. But yeah, what photos I have up here is the bread and butter of the things that when I opened my phone and I saw these, I was like, wow, what a time to be a collector. So starting off, I didn't get a photo of the actual action figure and the ATRT, but this is the box at least for it, and it looks amazing. I thought that if we were going to get an ATRT in the Black Series, we were going to get either A, from the new Mando and Grogu movie, that version. I don't remember what it's supposed to look like in the movie, but it's new media, so I understood maybe that would be the way to get the sculpt out first, and then you can do repaints and do something like this. Or if we would have done the Kashyyyk, variant from Revenge of the Sith, which ideally that would have been my preferred way to get the ATRT, if I'm honest. But getting it in the 2D Clone Wars box here is beautiful. I love having like the TV rating on the box, the art style. You know, they went for Clone Wars. Like I said, I don't have the product image. I should have put that in here too. But you get this beautifully done ATRT, and then the Clone Trooper is actually an ARF Trooper, so he comes with the correct helmet. It's beautiful. This is this SDCC Black Series exclusive. Definitely when it goes up for pre-order after the con, I'm definitely going to pick one of these up. And I believe retail was $69 or $79, which if it's $69, I'm really happy. If it's $79, that's a little bit more than I want to pay, but I'm probably going to try to pick this up as long as it doesn't sell out. KOTOR fans have been eating. Like right here, we have the Carth Onasi, I believe is his last name, and Mission Val, a 2-pack. Who would think we would get Carth in the Black Series in 2026? A game that came out like 20 years ago is getting, I'm going to just say, background characters. Like, I only played KOTOR a little bit. I only played maybe about the first hour of the story, and I've tried multiple times. It's just not, RPGs aren't my kind of game, if I'm being honest, but I understand these characters are really important to the Star Wars mythos and for hardcore gaming fans. I used to have Zalbar back when he came out. I sold him off because at that point I thought the only KOTOR figures we're going to have is going to be Revan and Zalbar. And those aren't really, Zalbar's not that important overall. So I did get rid of Zalbar. However, now with these two figures coming out, I think Zalbar would make perfect sense to be back on the shelf. Like, this is great. Then there's like it's already been revealed, but the Darth Nihilus remake with Darth Traya, I think is her name, that has the floating lightsabers. Like, the gaming world is getting so many cool figures, and I'm here for it. Granted, with these being reuse, I'm not completely upset, obviously, because it's an easy way to get these figures in the line. However, I do have to point out, Carth is using Kanan Jarrus legs, so he does have pins in the legs here. But literally, if you just want the character on the shelf, it doesn't matter. Like, this is Carth, this is Mission. She's using like the Jaina Solo torso, so she has like the double ab crunch thing going on here, so that's awesome. And they look great, very vibrant with colors too. Next figure here, the Commando. I think this is supposed to be, I don't remember how they're marketing this, but I think it's based on Battlefront. But regardless, this is what we should have gotten originally with the Commando Troopers. I have seen some discourse, though, that the forearms, what they've done is this design is actually the back of the arms, and what they have done is just molded it to be on both sides. So technically these front designs are supposed to be different. That being said, I do not care, because this is 10 times better than what I ever thought we would get, and it's 10 times better than the mold that already exists for the Commandos. Like, these guys are beefy and bulky, and this, to me, on my shelf, I am not going to see the little minor inconsistency, in the arms. He does come with the little, the Commandos had the little, I'm going to call it a knife, that pops out of their handguard. He had, like, this figure's going to have it already extended. It'd be really cool if you had the option to maybe do swappable hands, like one with it, like the C grip, is it not out, and then the fist is with it out. But regardless, it'll be really cool just have them posed with the knife thing sticking out of their hand. I can't wait for that figure. And then Clone Wars fans are also continuing to eat, because we have Doom. I forget if he's a captain or commander. I think it's Commander Doom. Look at the weathering on this figure. Like, you have it all over his chest plate, on his arms, on his legs. Doesn't look like he has any on his cod piece at all. Mojo, what do you want, bud? None on the helmet, but the paint detail. This is a character I didn't think we would get in the line at all. So it being a Target exclusive, I'm like, I don't know if I do want to get it, because Target, I don't have one within about an hour of my house. So I don't go too often, so I'm not going to hold my fingers on seeing this in store. Or, sorry, like, whatever. You know what I mean. Until they announced, oh, I'm going to skip all these and I'll come back to them. Thorn, like, come on. 2 Clone Troopers are Target exclusive, so I get the free shipping. I don't have to worry about going to store, because I hate ordering one figure on Target and paying shipping. Having 2 go up for pre-order at the same time. Free shipping on these 2. They look awesome. I didn't grab the picture, but with Thorn, he comes with the rotary cannon that he uses in his like one scene in the show. Like, these are what we want for Clone Troopers. If you're going to repaint a Clone Trooper, do named troopers that appear in the show, or do repaints of clones that appear in the movies that are background filler. This is what we want. So I'm super happy with these 2. Let's go back. Hopping back to the Old Republic kind of time period, this is definitely, they inspired this because of the Republic Commando figure. So we get another big chunky trooper boy. This is the Old Republic trooper. I think these look super cool. I had the Lego set years ago that had this minifigure in it, and I love the white and orange on this guy. And this wonky blaster does not look Star Wars. Like, this guy at all, like, to me, does not look Star Wars. But like, he just looks so cool. I'm definitely gonna pick him up. And then Statiel, I think it's Statiel Shan is her name. Descendant of Bastila. It's in the Old Republic that fights Malgus in those old animated like shorts for the game. She's coming to the line. Like, who would think these characters would be available 10 to 20 years after they were a concept? And these are characters in a video game. An old video game. Like, the Star Wars team right now, they are doing wonderful things overall for the line. And then the last item, this isn't Black Series, but I want to talk about it. The Asajj Ventress and Anakin 2-pack for the duel on Yavin that's in the 2D Tartakovsky Clone Wars. This is awesome. This Ventress, I want this version of her in the Black Series, and I'm pretty sure all it is just basically a repaint. You could do a repaint of the Ventress that already exists, and I think probably do like a different skirt piece or something. That would be awesome. This Anakin, he comes with his little robot hand. My camera's out of the way a little bit. Let me move myself up. He comes with his robot hand. That is super cool. He's got the ripped and torn, tattered sleeves. I do wish we would get, if we're getting this version of Anakin, give me the all painted up Anakin figure from 2D Clone Wars, because this is unlocking things I didn't know that the line was willing to do. But yeah, it's kind of a quickish video I wanted to drop today for May 4th. Just going over these new reveals. I'm super excited to pick these up. I believe they all go up May 4th at 1 p.m. Eastern. Except the ATRT and this Vintage Collection 2-pack. The clones are Target exclusives. I think the rest are all fan channel, if I'm not mistaken. But regardless, I'm going to be ready at 1 p.m. Eastern to hopefully secure all these awesome figures. And hopefully whenever the 2-pack for TBC and the ATRT go up here in about a couple months for SDCC, hopefully there's some left over and I can get them online. But anyway, in the comments below, let me know what figures you are interested in and what you hope to grab from these reveals. But this has been Tyler with Jabba's Dungeon. We'll see you next time.